and welcome to the third episode of the Crime Calls podcast, where crime is only one call away. This is part 3 of 4, where I'm covering the case of Jack Unterweger, the serial killer Golden Boy. If you have not watched parts 1 and 2, please do, as the story will not make sense. And what are you doing if you don't watch the first 2 episodes?
I mean, they might start now and just
you can start it now, but the story's not going to make much sense.
Just watch our video. Just watch the videos.
Just watch everything we make, please. Before getting into the case, I'm going to state the trigger warnings for this episode, as there are quite a few. The trigger warnings for this episode are mentions of violence, assault of women, death, and sexual assault. In the last episode, we left off when Jack left prison and started living his celebrity life, where he was dressing in silk white suits.
He's being our little fashion icon.
Yeah, he was really giving the Met Gala a run for their money.
Mm-hmm.
With his gold chains, gold rings, and red flower corsage. Jack Unterweger, ironically, worked as a crime journalist.
Man,
literally, he's a menace.
He was like, "This is such kind of good. This is inspiring me. This is, you know."
He's like, "I murdered someone. I have first-hand experience."
He's like, "Oh my god, me too."
He's like, "Oh my god, I understand you guys, because I committed a murder too."
He's like, "When you murder someone, LOL."
Yeah. He's like, when you murder someone, slay. Not slay. Not slay whatsoever. Slay. But yeah, this guy was really like, I'm going to work as a crime journalist out of all of the jobs that he had. And he would specifically concentrate on the red light districts and the alarming number of prostitutes going missing, which was his doing.
He was like, yeah, I'm just really...
This guy was too much for the world to handle. He was the journalist covering his crimes, which he would later be convicted for.
That's okay.
Felon, menace, felon.
Before I say this, I'm not murdering someone. I don't condone it. But if I was a murderer, this sounds like something I would do.
Be like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Their way of killing.
I'm like slay. I'm like, I mean no slay. No, I'm like, this isn't good. Oh my god. Such a good take. I'm like, no, I don't mean that.
Now we get into Jack Unterweger's brutal murder spree. It was not long before the body of a Czech prostitute, Blanka Bokova, was found in September 1990. She was found strangled with her underwear. Ironically, Jack Unterweger happened to be in Prague at the same time as authorities discovered Blanka Bokova's body. Jack Unterweger claimed to be researching the city's red light district scene for a magazine. Other deaths then followed. In October 1990, it was discovered that Brunhild Mesa was killed near the city of Graz. Once again, I'm going to be putting the names in on screen, putting clips in of Google saying the names correctly, because I am butchering these names, and I apologize to the victims. This is actually how you say their names according to Google.
Brunhilde Massa, Heidi Hämer, Elfriede Schrempf, Sylvia Zagler, Sabine Moitzi, Regina Preim, Karin Slatke-Iroglu.
Later that year, in December, Heidi Hammerer, once again, going to be putting clips in of the names. Heidi Hammerer died near the city of Bregenz. Don't know how to say that, but in the spring of 1991, Elfriede Schrempf, gonna definitely put a clip of that, and Sylvia Zagler, Sabine Moitzi, Regina Prem, and Karin Sladke-Eroglu. I'm so sorry, these are so difficult to say. They were all murdered and dumped in forests near Vienna and Graz. And later that year, 3 prostitutes were killed in Los Angeles. Shannon Exley, Irene Rodriguez, and Peggy Booth were beaten, sexually assaulted with tree branches, and strangled with their bras, which is the main clue that linked all the murders to Jack Unterweger, because this was his signature thing. So he was really going worldwide with this. He was like, I'm not staying in one location, I'm going all over the world. International.
He's like Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Love Mr. Worldwide, by the way.
I don't love him.
Don't love this menace. He moved on to LA really quick. He was like, bye, I'm out, I'm leaving. Conveniently, Jack Unterweger was in Los Angeles at the same time as the murders, researching the Los Angeles red light district like he always does. Because he's a journalist, a crime journalist. He really does do that primary research, doesn't he?
Where's your secondary research?
Yeah. But talking about secondary research, we're going to get into, like, soon into something similar. Yeah, he was researching the Los Angeles red light district. However, Austrian authorities were already suspicious of Jack Unterweger in absence of other suspects. They kept Jack Unterweger under surveillance until he left for Los Angeles. However, they didn't find any incriminating evidence that connected him to the murders. R.I.P. Wish they did, so this felon could be locked up quicker. Jack Unterweger did not only murder women, he also idolized other serial killers worse than him. This is where I'm getting into his secondary research type of thing.
Yeah, he's doing primary and secondary. It's good.
Yeah, while Jack Unterweger was in Los Angeles, he chose to stay at the infamous Skid Row Cecil Hotel, which has been home to many criminals and dodgy activities, and has even housed LA's most dangerous serial killer, the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
We all know him, but we don't love him.
He was the true menace. He was on something else.
I still can't get over the fact that people fancied him.
People still do. People are still like, oh my god, he's so beautiful. I'm like...
They're probably like, I can change him. Like, and he's actually dead, but he's like, I can change him. Like, no, he's a murderer.
Even him being diagnosed with cancer didn't change him.
Do you get like ass cancer? Or am I just making things up? I think ass cancer.
I think he got colon cancer.
Where's your
colon is the stomach, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was. Same thing.
Anyways, he died of cancer. Jack Unterweger chose to stay at the Cecil Hotel to pay tribute to Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, who terrorized the area of Los Angeles, killing and mutilating many people, which left the whole city fearing that they were going to be next. Richard Ramirez hid in the Cecil Hotel and stashed his bloody clothes in the hotel's basement. Such a dodgy hotel. Anyone could just walk into your basement. Jack Unterweger paying homage to such a monster shows what type of disgusting person he was and proves that he never changed. He stayed the same monster he was when he was sent to jail. He just learned how to hide it. But will he ever be caught for his horrendous crimes, or will he walk a free man? This is where I'm going to end the third episode. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to tune in to the last part of the story. Come back for the fourth and final episode to find out if Jack Unterweger was caught or not. This menace deserves to be locked up. Once again, I'm repeating this. Menace, absolute menace, deserves jail. Much more than jail.